remember her from high school.
Do you?
She put on a few.
She put on a ton of views.
Is there any parking here?
I'm just gonna check it.
I usually stay in the car and guard the Laird bars. Surfers are weird, dude. They almost are like athletic, tan drug addicts. Being around an addicted surfer is like being around a meth head. Why couldn't I go?
Dude, Mick Fanning was down there.
Mick Fanning's here? Wait, was it not good, really?
Well, I don't want to surf there because Mick's out. Because me and him have beefs.
Only fan beefs.
Being an OnlyFans messenger,
Yeah.
it wears you down.
Well, you're probably getting emotionally attached to some of these guys.
That's the hardest part of the job.
How's it? You know the rules. Aloha. Best surfer in the world, Sterling Spencer, and Cousin Ryan presents Pinch My Salt.
Ryan's got his pillow. He's got his West Peak too. He's ready to laugh and give away. Laird, bless us today. Dear Laird.
Dear Laird.
Dear Laird, we come before you.
Mother Gabby.
Mother Gabby, please pray for us. Okay, I just need a little prayer before we...
Okay, that was good.
A little surf prayer.
Is Gabby taller than us?
Yep.
She's taller than
She
us.
crushes.
Dude. What's worse, a total kook or an aging ripper that thinks he deserves all the waves?
I would take a kook.
You would take a kook?
Because that guy's a Barney.
True.
He's entered Barneyhood.
When do you become an aging ripper? Are you getting close?
What's an aging ripper?
I think an aging
technically?
ripper is like a 60-year-old. Like,
What are you trying to say by aging ripper?
whoa.
Is it a code for something? Like he's a asshole?
I think it's
Or are you
just
just saying someone who shreds?
an aging ripper that thinks that the ocean owes him priority.
He's he's aging with authority.
Yeah. And he thinks that just because I'm old and been here too long.
Right. Johnny Green.
Maybe every server just turns into an aging ripper.
I think you have to be able to walk the talk.
Okay, yeah.
If you're going out there and like taking the wave and crushing it, no one can say anything.
They're like, dang, he deserves
The
it.
problem is if you become an aging ripper and you can't dominate,
Oh, yeah.
that's the issue. But you feel like,
I'm still got it.
no, this is still mine.
I still got it, bro.
And if you don't got it,
Yeah.
then you kind of have to accept your role.
Yeah, step aside.
And every surfer eventually has to like take a back seat.
Hand off the tail
The
pad.
board. Here's my tail pads, kid. Here's my fins.
Pass the pad.
Well, the older you get, the bigger your boards get.
Yeah, the bigger the pad, the stickier the pad.
And what's the problem is the bigger the board gets, the easier it is to catch waves. And then you can dominate in a totally different way. And it's like, ha ha ha.
I remember someone paddle battled me once, and it was an older aging ripper.
Johnny Green.
Yeah. And I was just like, come on, man, you've had tons of them.
I know, it's kind of rad that they still want it
They're
that bad.
Dude.
It's kind of cool. Like they're still that passionate about getting waves.
They can't get fulfillment.
But at the same time, it's like, dude, come on.
Come on, man.
Let's drop in, dude. Cheers.
West Peak.
Hope you had a great week. Let's get some West Peaking going.
It's pinch my clips time, boys and girls.
Bonus points if you got a West Peak in your hand.
Oh boy.
Oh my
Paddle,
gosh.
paddle, paddle, paddle.
What?
Why did he
jump off?
What happened?
I don't know.
Who is this man?
He's bearing my meme.
Okay, so he made
Look
the
at
drop.
Soul Arch. He's like, nah, too easy, mate.
Why did he do that?
It was too easy.
Because in the comments, people are like, why did he do it? Why did he do it?
I think it was too easy. He's like, I feel ashamed for my ancestors to finish this. What? It could have been the sickest barrel ever. That soul arch was so sick.
So, be honest, why did he do it?
No.
Because he
He's
could have
like,
what?
alley-oop.
Because I saw one comment that says, like, he had no speed, the drop was late, and he knew what he's doing, he dropped out. But then if you look at it, it's like in my brain.
It's kind of perfect.
I feel like he could.
Like one big scoopums, you know? Like scoopums right there, like scoop.
What's that?
Scoopums. Ah.
Dude, the women are getting it. This is for their
Bathroom
bathroom.
trash cans?
Yeah, they need
Tampons.
This. Tampons.
Teesh. Foot odor.
Imagine one kid shoves a smoothie in there.
Right.
No way.
I think there's on it says not for smoothies.
Oh, the other day, my wife she was on one, and I went and checked the toilet or bathroom.
She did a huge dump, dude.
No, and I was like, and there was nothing there, so it was just normal.
She's a bad person.
Yeah. Dude.
This one girl, when we're talking about bathroom trash cans, she's like, I flush all my tampons.
What?
And I'm like, that's
Terrible for your.
You're drowning children in Mexico.
Well, no, it's going to clog up if you have an in-ground septic tank.
I know. Did you hear about that one lady? She was cheating on her husband for 30 years.
I did hear about
And she flushed a condom. Every time they did it, she flushed the condom down. 30 years later,
yeah,
everything flooded.
And
so they busted in the septic tank, and there was 10,000 condoms or something.
A plethora.
So he got the owner. He's like, hey, you guys have been partying.
Yeah, don't flush condoms.
Like, don't flush all those condoms. He's like, what? I haven't had sex with her in 30 years.
Dude.
And she got caught, and he divorced her.
Wow. So don't flush your condoms, guys. Who's this? A boy.
Oh, my gosh. This is some of the most gnarly power surfing footage ever filmed. This is Shane Herring.
Shane Herring.
Look at this.
Whoa.
He's on a banana board or something. Watch this turn. It's not even possible backside to do that.
Dude.
The style and technique and these carves on the backhand.
Yeah.
It blows my mind. Like, he actually passed away recently.
Did he really?
Yeah, he was a super core lord legend. He beat Kelly in the Coke contest in freaking like 93.
Dang.
And he's been a core lord ever since. But this surfing right here is maybe some of the best surfing ever.
It reminds me of Aki.
Yeah. And it's almost kind of borderline gnarlier. Like, his carvings.
He bends good.
He bends really good. No, it's weird. I don't know what happened to surfing. Like, why didn't we all go down this path of this? Can you feel the energy? It's like a Metallica concert. But like,
it's intense.
It's like, how do we get back to it? And he runs like hockey.
That's maybe why he looks like Aki.
But look at the style. Like,
the backside.
See his perfect. You see his arms perfect?
Yeah, dude.
And he got really low. And watch this. This is 90s aggression.
Oh, yeah. This is like Y2K aggression.
Doing a backside turn like that is so incredibly hard. I can't even explain to you how hard it is.
It's like,
because your body, it's in a weird position. Front side, your body's like towards the wave, so it's like easier to stay compact. But backside, if you're going basically like inverted, then carving down, like...
Yeah.
This is what I want to see come back.
Who it is? Uh-oh.
Oh, boy. Tele!
Why didn't he just duck dive? Or is his board too big?
I think he thought he could bust over the back.
Who does he think he is? Laird?
No. Laird would have been on a jet ski 3 miles out.
Laird would have been in a jet ski way out there.
Actually, jet skis are way harder than paddling. This guy's like, no! This is the scariest feeling.
Ugh.
There's no scarier feeling in surfing. Trying to get out the back on a giant wave, and there's a bigger one behind it.
Dude.
I still get the heebie-jeebies.
It's like you're in like the Civil War battle, and there's tons of soldiers in front of you, and you're like, oh.
Yeah, you're
screwed.
To fight the Chinese Hunan's army.
I broke a leash once.
Did you?
In Peru. On
land?
Yeah.
With a knife and just...
I tripped. I was trying to pick up a Twinkie.
Snapped on a twig.
Dude. I think I dinged the board, but I put it back in the Chicama place and like hit it.
No one will ever know.
And
then some poor Peru guy had to fix it.
Yes. Well, he probably got paid, so I gave some work.
That's why I litter to create jobs.
That's a good idea.
I was with Jordy Smith
Where?
in South Africa.
Yes, South Africa.
And Jordy's dad, who's a freaking legend,
Mm-hmm.
Graham, he had this big McDonald's trash bag, and he just chucked it out of the window.
Mr. Jordy?
Jordy's dad.
Really?
He just chucked it out of the window, and we were like, and in America, littering.
Oh, you
is
get
a no-no.
fined.
And he's like, bro, I'm creating jobs, bro. I was like, whoa.
That's how he justified it.
Smart.
Dude, is this Jesse Carter's dad?
Is this Jesse's dad? Jesse's dad is Carrot Top?
Dude. Carrot Top's brother.
All right, boys, ready? LA. What?
Dude, that's sick. Heck yeah.
Nailed it. What's up, boys? You want some of this grease? Good work, man. Bump it. Double bump to make up for that first miss.
Carrot Top's bro.
Carrot Top's grandma.
Dude, he's so happy.
And number 30, Carrot Top's grandmother.
But dude, he's having so much fun.
He's having so much fun. He's like, who needs skills?
It reminds me of me when I first started skateboarding and you just launch the board and you're still having fun.
Right.
And you're just insane.
You're just killing it.
Dude, what? They have sharks in wave pools now?
Oh, apparently, it was like under the Australian ordinance, you needed one shark per wave pool
Oh, really?
to keep things legit. It's like, hey, you going, my
What if it was chained? And it
fish
goes,
our friends, not oh, chain.
you chain the shark to the wall, but it's still there. Like,
They would do that in the 90s.
in Australia.
Just chain sharks up.
I've never thought of that. Chain.
They should de-tooth the shark
Oh, yeah.
until it still bites people
Oh.
and just gums. But it's like kind of gnarly. Like,
Yeah.
whoa! And then you laugh like, oh! Oh, look at that, mate.
It's a brown hole.
Look at that brown hole, mate.
Wow.
Look at the passion. There's no feeling like it.
I wish.
Name one feeling like this.
A good Pop-Tart.
Only thing close is premarital. And you pulled the chick you never thought you'd pull. And you
Listen
just
to-
have to go.
Speaking of premarital.
Play it again. Here.
Dang, so that's what it feels. Do you make those noises ever? Not during, but surfing. Do you ever grunt and like scream like
When I'm doing
during surfing?
During serving. Right? I don't know. We should mic me up and see.
You're just gulping.
I feel like if it's like a gnarly barrel, you're probably like,
Yeah, you're probably like,
get it in you, mate.
look at this guy.
Is this
Dude,
Ben Gravy?
dude, that's been gravy.
He's like, I heard what you said about me. I'm bumping it up a notch. Ah! I will be pro.
Do you still hate soft tops?
Always.
Always and forever? What if your son becomes a shredder shop topper? What
He
if
makes
Wyatt?
a living off soft topping?
What if Wyatt goes off with his friends? He's like 11 or 12, and he's like, "Dad, I started surfing."
All right, son, what'd you ride?
It's a soft top.
It's a 5'2" Kalani Rob Pegasus.
Is that what they're called?
Oh, man. I'd be like, no!
You would be. What if he was good though, and that's how he fell in love with it?
And he became a superstar of soft topping.
Yeah.
And
Ben
went on
Gravy.
his own soft topping tour.
Yeah.
And people worship him.
You
You're the best soft topper in the world.
You'd probably disown him. It's a good one, mate.
Ever since I've been drinking West Peak, sparkling vodka punch with a hint of fruit and lime, vodka with real juice and natural flavoring, 5% alcohol,
Yeah.
it does something to your hair. Like, you don't need styling gel when you drink West
Oh, it
Peak.
gives you that surf look
Yeah.
that everybody wants.
Everyone wants it, and you just go. It goes straight into the follicles in your hair.
Dude, people pay good money for that.
Oh, no. It gives you the best beach hair.
Really?
Yes.
Dang.
It gives you that look when you're charging the West Peak.
Yeah.
Like long curls.
Sun-kissed.
It's reversed male pattern balding.
Dude, I need to drink more.
Some studies have said West Peak reverses male pattern baldness.
Dude.
Where can they go to get a discount?
They can go to drinkwestpeak.com and type in Pinch My Salt to get 20% off.
20% off?
Yeah.
Are you
guys.
kidding me?
And it might help your hair.
It may or may not reverse male pattern baldness.
Yeah.
I remember when I was younger, older guys were so harsh.
Yeah.
I wonder if this day and age it's still the same. Like, if you're a younger surfer, when I was growing up, they didn't give you anything ever.
Yeah.
They never gave you wave. But that's what drove you.
Yeah.
It's like, I want to, like, one day be taking the waves.
But it's a vicious cycle. And then you become that mean aging ripper. But I guess that's just the...
Well, there is a changing of the guard, and it can be... I remember when I was like 14, I remember I was starting to become like, I can take any wave I want.
Right.
And the thing is, like, if you're going to take any wave you want, you got to, like, be able to physically dominate. And when you're out there, like, paddling, it's very, like, primal. We're kind of like lions out there. Like, because you hide under, like, tall grass, and then you pounce on the wave.
Yeah, that's true.
So I remember, like, I was, like, 14, and all these older guys were scared to surf, like, the outside. And, like, I remember I was just, like, taking it from the outside and then riding it to the inside where the old guys were.
Oh.
And then one of the guys, Kaipo, he was like, quit taking all the waves.
What'd you say? Just...
I snapped on him.
What'd you do?
I was just ready.
Yeah, you had come of age.
If you're going to talk crap, you have to be ready to go.
Yeah, it's true.
And that's... Did you see that video of that kid recently?
Oh, yeah, dude, the fisherman
Kid on the
boy.
boat. Show the clip real quick.
We'll cut it up.
What are you trying to do, bro?
What am I trying
What are you trying to do, bro?
You know what?
Get going, bro.
We're all war veterans. We're all raised.
Well, thank you for your service, bro.
I'm 300 days a year on the water.
All right, bro.
Every day, I'm the best charter captain you'll ever meet in your
All right, bro.
me out.
Chill, bro. Chill, bro. Please, bro. Please, okay, please, bro. Please, bro. Please, bro. Bro, I'm a kid, bro. Please.
Apologize.
Oh, I'm sorry, bro.
I don't know. So you're saying were you the kid or the...
Well, if you're going to be like the kid and, like, talk it,
Oh, yeah.
you have to be ready to fight.
If someone comes in your boat, you better be ready to keep...
That's what I'm saying. Like,
yeah.
if you're going to run your mouth, you have to be ready.
Well, it was funny. The second he got on the boat, he's like, "Yo, sir,
I'm
sir."
just a kid!
I know, but then he's like, "Mother," and then when it came real, it was like,
Well, that's the thing. I'm okay with anyone talking crap if they can ready to go.
Yeah, if they can back it up.
But I think the issue is, like, people running their mouth and they're just like, oh, you can't do anything to me.
Yeah.
Because it's the law. And
Yeah.
I kind of want to, like, change some laws. What if we change the laws if someone runs their mouth?
They get slapped.
You open the door to a fight. Like, you're allowed to fight.
Right. Especially if you call someone a mother.
Well, what did you think about the kid and that guy?
Well,
what's your opinion?
My opinion is weird because I don't want to be Switzerland here, but I'm kind of just in the middle. I know it's cowardly, but it's like he should have shut up. He was like a drunk dude. They both were in the wrong, but the dude's getting hammered.
Oh, is he drunk?
I mean, well, maybe, but he's also just getting, like, nailed online right now. Like, his whole life is over.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I think they, like, shut down his website. He's screwed forever now. But what about you?
I think you're right. Like, you don't want to become that guy because it's a tough energy. Yeah. Like, I'm sure that guy's he went to war and saw some stuff.
Right.
So he's probably got some gnarly PTSD going.
Yeah.
And that's why he's drinking all day on the boat. Like, I can't get past it.
Totally. But that little bit.
Yeah, when that kid was just like probably called him the F word.
Yeah.
It was probably
Yeah. He should have just stayed on his boat, though. If he stayed on his boat, everything would have been fine.
Maybe we should get rid of cameras
That dude.
and let nature take its course.
Totally. If that camera wasn't on his chest or that GoPro, this would all just been
Well,
like...
cameras give people this false, like...
It's a shield.
Yeah, it's... I don't know if it's good for us. I don't know if it's good for that kid to be scared after running his mouth. Like, oh, maybe I can't talk to people this way.
Right.
You know, like that's if there's no cameras and nothing, that kid, his life would change.
He would have been like, okay, next time.
Maybe change my wording.
Yeah, I'm not going to cuss out a bunch of grown men.
Cuss out Army veterans.
I know. So yeah, but that dude, I guess, screwed forever now. The older guy.
But that guy, it's like when you're on top of the food chain.
Yeah.
He's on top of that boat food chain down there.
Yeah, in that world.
Because he's willing to go all the way.
It's crazy, man.
But it's like, that's a power you have to respect.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know. I don't really have much room to talk because when I'm surfing, I get pretty fired up too.
Oh, dude. I think what's funny is if people met you, like, because they see you on the podcast and all these funny, happy shorts, I think if they surfed with you, they'd be like, holy crap.
Wow, he's like a gnarly Mexican.
Sterling's kind of scary.
Well, I grew up on the streets, dude.
Dude, the Gulf streets. The streets of the Gulf, bro.
Well, Hawaii changed me.
Yeah.
Because, dude, I remember TJ Barron. Have you heard of him?
Yes.
Dude, TJ Barron was like, he bullied me so gnarly.
Did he?
Oh my God.
He's mean to you?
Well, he was like my best friend, but at the same time,
Like,
bullied the hell out of me.
Did they ever say fricka? Sorry.
Because I was the white kid.
But you look like French. You look like a Native American French dude. Anyway, so he
I was the smallest, the whitest.
That's
and
the worst.
TJ Barron was making like 200 grand at like 11 years old.
Can we have some of it?
No, he was making like 250 grand. I remember hearing like TJ Barron signs a seven-figure contract.
Dude.
So he to us was like so gnarly.
He was untouchable.
And TJ, he was such a sweet kid, but at the same time, just he grew up on the streets.
Dude. So he wasn't a spoiled brat.
Well, the surf industry spoiled him.
Okay, great.
And it put way too much pressure on him.
So what would he say to you?
Oh my gosh, he would just make me do I was like, carry my board.
Heat up my hot pocket.
And I was just like, stupid Holly. And they stare at you. I remember TJ like stared at me once. He's like, well, you want to go sleep right now? And we're like 12. And I'm like,
You're playing. Is he a full-on Hawaiian or is he like a white Hawaiian?
I think his mom's Hawaiian, his dad's Mexican.
So he's something in there.
So it's gangster genes.
He's a Hawexican.
But like the older guys, it was like Keikoa Bacalso, Joel Centeo, Sean Moody. Like all those guys, like they're all like 5 years older than me. And
Dude.
like they like ran VLAN. They ran Haleiwa. They didn't even look at me or talk to me until I was like 20.
So do you think you harbor some PTSD of that?
Well, you know, we would go to Hawaii in the winter. I'd come home in the summer.
To all of us.
So I paddle on the Gulf. I'm like,
Yeah, to us goobers.
well, you learn a certain way in code and then you come back to the Gulf. Me and Marshall talk about this all the time. Like Marshall says he goes back to Melbourne. He starts yelling at 10-year-olds like, ah!
Yeah, it's like being in Iraq.
Come to my island.
It's like being in Iraq and coming home to like Gulf Breeze, Florida, and we're all like just eating Wendy's.
You know, taking it way too seriously. But
so do you think it, I think it for me, like a guy, I can't understand it. So like you kind of judge the Wolfpack and the Dahui and all those guys, and you're kind of like, these guys need to relax. And then when you get there, you're like, oh wait.
Well, when you surf every single day, all day out there, it's really its own civilization.
Yeah.
Like we're surfing so much and around each other, reef passes, sharks. There's really like a code you end up abiding by, which keeps you alive, keeps other people alive.
Yeah, it keeps safe.
And like the longer you're in it and people get you know, the Hawaiian guys like get used to you and like they stop like wanting to slap you in the face.
Yeah.
Dude, I know I keep talking about lions,
I know.
but it's very similar. There's no law out there. Maybe there is now, but
Yeah, with GoPro.
there wasn't law
Yeah.
out there. So you lived by nature's rules.
Because I'm scared for you, Sterling. I think you're going to freaking punch somebody one day and the kid's going to have a GoPro. And you're going to have a a mugshot. Like,
Well, I've thought of this.
yeah.
Like, that's why I haven't hit anyone. So I guess the law works.
Yeah, you're not smacking little ladies around. I've never hit anybody.
Really?
I mean, I've like gotten in little fights, but never like a stranger. Bow.
I don't know if I've hit a stranger.
Maybe.
I feel like the only people I've hit were like friends when I was teenagers. We were just beating the crap out of each other.
Well, you kicked me in the stomach with cleats on once.
You're a victim.
You were like, I'm going to Hawaii. Maybe that's why. When we were little, you'd been to Hawaii. You hadn't been to Hawaii yet.
We were like 5.
You were like, you dumb Howley.
You stupid Harley.
We're fighting over a Nerf ball, I think. Who would win in a contest? You at 20 or you now?
That's a good question.
Sterling's 20.
No.
You think so? Let's get into it. Why?
Well, when I was 20, I was way more athletic. And I could do like really crazy airs.
Yeah.
But I hadn't really... You know how I'm always getting on Griffin?
Yeah.
I was the same thing.
Mm.
He's way better than me, but when I was 20, like everything in between the stuff was I hadn't learned my rail, I hadn't learned my style, I hadn't learned flow yet.
Right.
So between turns, you know, I was kind of just like mechanical, and then I would get into the air and it's like gnarly, and then land, and then it's choppy, turn, choppy. And then now I would say like my flow is it's 100 times gnarlier.
But they judge airs really good.
My dad always said live by the sword and die by the sword.
Okay.
If you live by the air, you die by the air. So if you're trying to get through heats depending on a gnarly 360 air, your chances of her winning are way lower.
I see.
Because airs, there's too many variables.
Right.
There's 100 different variables, like wind, like wave, splash, this and that. Like anything can throw you off. So, but if your flow is so gnarly and so rock solid, your like norm is like a 7.
I get it. Yeah.
Like you can get a 7 in your sleep. That's where you want to get your surfing. If you're a contest surfer, you want to get 7s in your sleep. Nice. And then you want to get 9s putting it on the line. Yeah. So like your first couple waves, you're just like cruising and I got 2 7s. Yep. So the next wave I'm about to freaking
go for it.
I'm going to do the
So 20-year-old little athletic Sterling could get beat by you.
Well, I was thinking when I won Jeffrey Bay's trials.
Yeah.
And served against Kelly and stuff and Andy. Dude, I could barely surf yet. I was 17.
That's wild.
And I was riding these like terrible boards. Like it took me half my career just to find the right boards. Yeah. Like boards weren't every board is good now because of machines and stuff. Yeah. When I was growing up, shapers, you know, if they drank a little too much before shaping your quiver, I've had like quivers come in and rails opposite of each other.
Like they hiccuped or something?
I remember I had a quiver. I was like going to South Africa and he'd shape one rail this thick and the other rail this thick. And I was like, I'm leaving the next day.
Dude.
So I'm like riding these uneven boards. Like,
and he's like, don't you dare say anything.
I was also like so scared to talk to shapers. Yeah. Like, and then I got a really good Takoro, the shaper from Hawaii. Yeah. And I was like winning a lot of heats and stuff. But to get a Takoro, you had to like put your order in like 7 years. And I wasn't like a priority. Right. Like, cause I'm from Florida. Yeah. You know, if I like lived in Hawaii full time, I probably would have been more of a priority to Tokoro.
Yeah.
But this is the core years. It's way different.
So nowadays, everything's just pumped out through machines. They got it all dialed in.
You can get the exact same board.
Yeah.
Like if you want a contest on a board, you can get that same board the rest of your life.
Right.
So then it's like surfing was such a tricky sport. The waves are always different. Your boards are always different.
Yeah.
So it's like you can't figure out. For me, when I was like doing contests and stuff, it was so hard for me to like get something dialed in.
That's why surfers are always just looking at their boards. Because I see pictures of like Kelly and Tom Curran.
Well, the fancy guys, they be on like Channel Islands, and Al Merrick
he was good.
Yeah, he was insane. So like Kelly and Rob and all those guys, they had an advantage. And I remember ordering a Channel Islands,
And Kelly
and it
messed
looked
up.
nothing like Rob's boards.
Maybe they made Britt Merrick do it, his son. Just kidding.
Well,
Britt.
he's good now.
No, I know. That was just a joke.
He's probably better.
So you think Kelly said,
So
put an asterisk by your name like,
don't give him a go. This is before I was making fun of him though.
oh, okay.
It was hard to get a shaper to care about you to shape you a board you needed. Like from a really good shaper.
And then why couldn't you just keep it once it was good? Because the conditions
Well,
didn't.
you did, but boards break down pretty quick.
Oh, that's right.
So you probably only have a couple months where it's primo.
Dang.
So a lot of the guys, if they got a good board, they would only ride it in contests.
Oh, and it would sit in safety somewhere.
So I did that for a bit.
Weird.
Like I had the Tokoro on ice for so long.
Sounds like a nice drink.
Tokoro on ice.
Takora nice.
Yeah, Core World is hilarious.
Dude.
Like,
Well, you know me, because I'm not a big surfer. I didn't even know boards like wore out. I guess if you're surfing so gnarly, eventually it
did your skateboards wear out?
Yeah, but you're
same
scratching
thing.
and chipping and chopping.
Surfboards wear out by their flex.
Oh, okay.
So they get a too much flex.
Got it.
And then you don't want them too stiff.
So you want to get them all beaten.
So I've
in.
had like brand new boards. I'm like, oh, they're not that good. And I ride them a few times and they break in. And it's like, whoa.
It's like a pair of shoes. They don't feel super good right when you put them on. It takes a minute and then they're perfect and then they wear out.
Andy used to ride a brand new board every heat at one
He's
time.
one of those guys.
Yeah, because he could.
Yeah. 1,200. How much is like the most expensive board out there? What's an expensive board? Like $1,200? Is that gnarly?
For pro shortboarding?
Yeah.
Or for fancy?
No, not like,
Hipster.
yeah, not fancy hipster.
Because
like-
fancy hipster stuff can get pricey just because it's like resin tints and
Yeah.
all these fins don't
It's-
work. So
bamboo infused.
it seems like all the boards are like in the 700 to 900
Okay,
range
so it's not too bad.
because they're all competing against each other.
Yeah.
And they're all popping them out.
Who's like the best shaper in the world? Besides Bob Saget.
Well, Stab Magazine does a contest for shapers every year.
Oh, dude, I bet there's some egos.
Oh my god,
Dude,
the
the
gnarliest egos ever.
Oh, gosh.
It seems like they've done it like 7 times. They've done like I don't know if they've done Kelly, but like Jordy, Dane. They've all the best guys have done Stab.
Oh,
It's called Stab in the Dark,
okay.
and the best shapers shape boards and they're blank. You don't know who the shaper is. So the surfer rides all these boards. He doesn't know who the shapers are.
That's smart.
And then at the end, he picks the board, and then they tell who the shaper is.
Dude, that's sick.
But it seems like Paizel,
That's a
John
shaper?
Shapers,
Oh, sick.
he wins a lot.
Paizel.
It's kind of the same guys. It's like Mayhem, Paizel, Channel Islands, Britt Merrick, and then there's like new wild cards bounce back in.
Is shaping a surfboard for a shaper turn into like just building a desk? Like they know how to do it so good, they can just do it pretty like simple, or is it like always this like magical moment?
Well, shaping like pro boards, I think could be the most boring because it's such subtle details.
Yeah.
I don't think it's boring for the shaper,
Oh.
but it's boring for us to watch because it's the same thing.
Yes, like, shadoink.
But in the shaper's mind, we're talking like minuscule little
Rockers.
increments and rails, and
Weird.
because getting the right rail, like you have hard edge from the tail, And if you get the hard edge too far up, it's like it digs in the water. But you want a little hard edge. It's so tricky to get the hard edge just right on a shortboard. Because some guys like it like soft up in the top, because say if it's choppy and stuff, it kind of boats through the chop. So it's super technical. Like if you talk to a shaper,
Oh my
like
God, be asleep.
but it's like the same. It's like the same thing over and over and over. But that's what it takes to shape good shortboards, because it really is the hardest thing to shape. Alternative boards like the fishes and like anyone can do it.
Yeah.
Like like some do it better for sure, but it's just an easier. It's because it's not. I mean, there's no pressure to it.
Yeah.
And it's kind of fun if a fish isn't perfect, because it's got its own flavor. It's like got its own sound. So you kind of don't want a fish that's absolutely perfect. You alternative boards, you kind of want some weird stuff to happen, and then you find kind of a new feeling or flow. It's like a new instrument.
Yeah, like a new acoustic guitar, they all have different sounds and different.
But if you want to get really good at surfing, ride a different board every session.
Dang.
If you can.
Yeah, if you have the money.
I mean, you can borrow.
That's true.
Like riding big, weird boards will make your surfing so much better.
Just like clunky, like hard to...
Try it all.
Yeah.
Like, look at all those boards behind you.
I know, dude.
Like, I went through a few years where I just kind of it wasn't about shredding. It was like, I want to adapt to any kind of board.
Right.
And see if I can make this board surf as good as a tiny little shortboard.
Yeah, surf it as good as this board can be surfed.
And it shows you so much, dude.
Dude.
Like some of the worst boards kind of I've learned way more from them than any best shortboard of my life.
Because it's too easy.
Because when you get a perfect shortboard, it's kind of like mindless.
Yeah.
You kind of like go wherever you want.
Yeah.
But your technique could be wrong.
Well, like my son, he started playing acoustic guitar, and he had a really crappy one, and it's like, and his fingers had to get calloused up. And then we bought him a Taylor, and now he's like,
Super easy.
Oh, it's so much better, and he could tell if he started on that, he never would have had to learn and grow those calluses.
So it was good for him.
It was really good for him.
And that goes back to soft tops.
Back to soft tops. Dude, can we not, please?
I was reading all the arguments with soft tops and stuff, and they're like, oh, you get hurt. Why don't we just wear a helmet? Like, make beginners wear helmets.
Okay, so we cut to the clip.
I think that we should maybe pump the brakes on raising generations of soft toppers. I think if you start on hard single fin surfboards that are difficult to ride, it brings out this inner style out of you. You're adapting to a adversity that's very hard to overcome. And I think by doing the soft top route, you're giving it to them so easy and light. We're creating a whole generation of light, easy, bright, cookie stuff. Yeah, see,
Nerf people.
It is a pretty big divide in surf culture.
The divide is you want to be nice to everyone, and then they, you're realizing they're going to soft top around you. And you're like, you're doing great, kid. You're doing great.
The only comment they go to, it's like, I'd rather than be riding that than they hit me in the head with the board and da da da.
I was thinking this today, like, what if skateboarding... Like, the ground is hard.
Yeah. What are we going to skate in?
What are we going to make Nerf
Sky Zone?
Parks? So the whole skate park is soft and bouncy?
Yeah. Skaters don't have soft tops.
That's what I'm saying.
It's all hardwood and grip tape and asphalt.
It's concrete. It's hard. But the kids learn to adapt. They learn to fall. They learn everything.
Well, they also learn if they even want to keep doing it really quick, which soft tops maybe keeps people going. That shouldn't be.
Keep people going. That shouldn't be.
Like they should be like.
Let it go, bro.
Yeah, let it go, dude. But like, yeah, skaters. It
and what do we do for kids? We give them helmets and pads.
Knee pads. Yeah.
We don't soften everything else around them. We don't give them a soft skateboard.
I bet there's a dad out there that's like put foam on the board.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
that's a good point.
It's a
good point.
It's a great point.
the people that are pushing soft tops, it's only the ones that are selling them.
That make I know.
It's
dude.
one guy wrote like, actually, I disagree, and I went and looked, and he sells soft tops. I'm like, of course you say this.
I know. You're like, I bet you sell soft tops. He's like, I do actually, but.
That's what I'm saying. It's like,
Is there a middle ground? Can there be like hardboards?
helmets.
Oh,
Can we? We'll let the people who own soft top companies start helmets.
Okay. Or like
We'll give them an in with the helmet.
Or like
community.
semi softboards. Can there be like? It's only hard or soft. Can it be like semi hard?
I mean, are you gonna make skateboard soft?
No.
It's like that's what I don't get.
I hear ya.
Why has skateboarding not done it?
No.
But surfing, it's okay. I
Yeah.
just feel like surfing, no one's speaking up.
Well,
Like, just everyone, like, it's okay to be opinionated and say what you feel. Because I know everyone in the surf community thinks this.
okay, so real quick, you think people behind Kalani's back and behind Ben Gravy's back are like these idiots?
Oh, they're freaking Barneys.
But you love Kalani.
That's the thing. We still love them. But
We can still love you and disagree.
I just think that we can sell out in a different way. Because
Yeah.
I think we all have to sell out in a way. Like,
Yeah.
I don't want to do YouTube thumbnails and put my mouth open. I don't want to.
Me neither.
But it's like, we have to. For someone to click it. They're like, I don't know. Does it look interesting? His mouth's not that wide. It's like, okay, this is the game. We have to play it. But when it comes to, like, surfing,
Yeah.
I don't know. I like. I think, I would like Kalani to ride hardboards, and I would like to see him, like, really surf because he's a master.
But he needs money.
That's what I'm saying. Like, let's not sell out. Let's get together and not sell out.
Okay.
But we have to stick together.
I would, if Kalani told me, he's like, dude, I'm making better money so I don't have to be a real estate agent. I'd be like, all right, dude, just sell the soft top.
I get it. I get it.
Yeah.
But it's also like we have to watch out for each other.
Well, I think we've talked about this. The legends need a retirement fund that we all funnel money into so they don't have to sell soft tops or do thumbnail mounts.
Like, I don't think Jerry Lopez wanted to do a soft top.
I bet he'll, like, on his deathbed be like, soft tops.
Get rid of him. Because Jerry Lopez makes, like, beautiful, unique boards, but he's probably like, they probably gave him an offer he couldn't deny. And he's like, I can snowboard the rest of my life. And every surfer wants to just do what they want to do.
Here's the deal.
Because they're heroin addicts.
I know you guys are all heroin addicts. I know we've talked about this, but I think you would bite the bullet. If somebody, if some soft top company, and you would sing a
This
different
has been a
tune,
trick the whole time.
and then they'd be like, Sterling's coming out with a soft top, and everyone would buy it.
It's called the core board.
Exactly, dude. And you would dance and sing a different tune.
I mean, it would take a lot of money. Like, if they offered me $1 million, I want to do it.
I would make you do it.
You think?
Yeah, but dude, do it. We could go make a movie.
I just think we can do it without them.
All right, don't buy soft tops, guys.
But if they offered me like 30 million,
Yeah.
I would have to sit in front of y'all and be like, look, they're gonna pay me $30 million. I'm gonna sell out, but
Well,
I'm not gonna ride them, and don't buy them.
yeah. So it just wouldn't happen. Yeah. All right.
I think we could. If we taught more core
Yeah.
and like made. I was listening to this one thing, like, since we live in a narcissist culture,
Narcissists.
the only way to get into a narcissist's head is shaming them.
Shame.
Because you can't tell a narcissist to do anything.
Yeah.
Because they're going to,
Weasel out of it.
they're going to get what they want.
Yeah.
That's their whole philosophy of life, getting me first. But if you shame a narcissist and everyone starts shaming this culture,
Yeah.
then they're like, whoa, like, because narcissists care about
What
how they're
everybody's-
perceived.
Yeah.
And I feel like narcissists are going to be the first ones to sell out. So it's like, I mean, I would love to see the culture change from, I want like narcissism out
Yeah.
of all of our
flush it
lives.
out.
And I'm not saying I'm perfect.
Right.
Like I can be a dickhead too. But
we all can.
I feel like we're trying to change the culture back to like, I don't care about someone being the richest. Like I would like to like people find happiness.
Right.
Like I want like good mental health for our future
Yeah.
surf community. Like I want one day like everyone finds their freaking inner Duke. And they're
Dude,
like, once you find your inner Duke, you're rich the rest of your life.
I know.
You see these old surfers still paddle battling because they found their inner Duke.
Yep.
It's like that's priceless.
So to not harp on soft tops again, but when is a soft top good? Anytime? Disabled people? I mean, is it ever okay, Sterling?
I think we can wear helmets.
Okay.
I think we should switch to helmets. And maybe pads too.
Elbow pads, dude.
But I think we should stop making soft tops.
All right, let's stop at China. Someone call China and shut it down.
Like say if I'm sure a lot of like surf schools, they are hearing us talking about it, and they're like, we have 400 soft tops.
They're coming in from China next week.
Well, also too, the new tariffs thing. I know everyone doesn't know what to think about it.
Yeah.
I think it could be really good for surfcore.
Really? Oh, shut down all the soft tops.
Well, yeah, like if the soft tops aren't so cheap to make,
Mm-hmm.
like
Kalani, what are you gonna do? Yeah, Kalani's out there at the graffiti bridge.
yeah, he's at the graffiti. Was that him this morning?
He said Trump is a dictator.
I was thinking today, like this tariff. I don't know everything. I don't know enough to have much of an opinion, but
Right.
I think the tariffs could be really good for the surf core community because we're gonna have that's what Firewire got away with for so long.
Right. Cheap China boards.
They went to Thailand
Thailand.
and started shaping all their boards, and like, I mean, I think they were making boards $14 a board,
Dude,
and then
and-
they're selling them for $900.
Dude, we'd all be stoked.
So now, like, if tariffs, if it costs more to go to Thailand now, all these surfboard, like Firewire is gonna have to become core now.
They're gonna have to actually make good boards.
They're gonna have to like make the warehouse in America
Yep.
and start shaping them.
But disclaimer: Sterling doesn't really know what he's talking about. So be
As
nice.
far as tariffs,
well, because
Actually, the 20% will backfire.
and Trump loves abortion or something. Like you're all of a sudden in some fight.
to me, the sickest thing would be like we can't go to other countries to shape boards,
Yeah.
and then like it takes off in America.
Yeah, dude.
Like so now all these board shapers actually can like pay for their lives and stuff.
Yeah. You're looking out for the shaper.
No, yeah, that's my biggest concern. I would like to see shapers actually live in nice houses.
Well, it also like it helps local people better instead of mega stuff. Like it helps the local.
I think
surf
it would help
shops.
community better.
Community. Yeah, local communities, not just big mega shops.
Well, it's like, okay, Hank Warner, you know, like all of a sudden everyone, okay, we need to get boards from Hank
Yeah.
instead of going to Thailand, and then Hank can hire people,
Yeah.
and then it's a community that's helping itself.
Yeah, it's helping the small business owner instead of the big boys, right?
Yeah, I want to see shapers take the money, not these
Kalani.
big soft top
Yeah.
companies.
Well, next week might cut this out. We've been gifted a soft top,
Bring it in.
and I'm gonna bring
Do
it
you have
next. I don't have it because I ordered some darts for it. I thought we could stick someone's head, and whenever we get mad, just throw one at it.
Let's put Kalani, Jamie.
Bin gravy. But it's at my house, and anyways. But my wife's a pretty good surfer, and someone gave us this soft top, and we're gonna use it as a decoration in here and destroy it. And she's like, "This looks fun for the boys," and I'm like, Sterling won't let us.
Helmets.
And
also, too, because someone brought up, like, oh, the fins can cut you and stuff.
Yeah.
They make fins with the rubber tips.
Yeah.
And then when you're good enough, you can just take the rubber off.
Whoa.
Just like you.
Just like the other
how you got
stuff.
the last kid.
Dang, so you could teach them the birds and the bees and surf. I like it, Sterling. Let's move on.
Dude, do Thai people have the strongest buttholes on earth?
The tightest?
The strongest.
What do you mean?
Thai people must have the strongest buttholes.
Thai people.
Thailand.
Have strong buttholes. Because what, the spicy food?
You know
Curry? Is that what that's from?
Have you had Thai food?
Yeah, it's very tasty.
Have you felt it on the way out?
Yeah.
It's so good going in, but it's so rough.
I used to go to a place called Taste of Thai, and it was good. And afterwards...
The next day, you just feel like...
That's true. I don't know anyone out there.
Their buttholes must be thick leather.
Oh, gosh.
If that's all you're eating?
Yeah, it's like a small, like, tire.
It's got to be like a Michelin tire.
Yeah, Michelin off-road tire.
Yeah, it's like an off-road, just thick. Because every time I'm like, have you ever been on the toilet and you just give up on life? Because the pain's so gnarly. Like, you just grab a plant and you're just like... and you die. And then you wake up like, whoa, I live.
Yeah. It's like going into a dark hole. Yeah. So you had a bad Thai food experience recently.
Jesus, take the wheel.
Dang. I haven't had Thai food.
It's not a bad experience. It's every time you eat Thai food experience.
Right. In the comments, do you guys know if Thai people have better buttholes? Are they better? Or just...
They got to be stronger and
They're
thicker
stronger, yeah.
and more lubricated.
Ugh.
I have a question.
What?
Do you ever think about, like, players?
Players? Like pimps?
Not pimps. You know, like the guys that gets all the girls and you hear about them and like they're just slaying all the girls.
Yeah, they're usually Italian.
And they have like a Range Rover.
Yeah.
But if you think about it, how do they hold their farts in?
Oh.
Like, if you're dating someone new all the time, where are they letting the farts out?
Yeah, they got to be good at it.
Like, their stomachs must be hurting 24/7.
So players have like hurt.
Like, players, their stomachs must be killing them. Because you know when you first dated your wife, first couple months, you're squeezing them back in tight.
And you're at a movie theater and you're like,
God. And it's the worst because you're also trying to get like a handy.
Yeah. So you're saying players just are good at it.
How do they hold the farts in that much?
Man. Maybe they take Tums or something.
I wonder if you have a really good digestive system that you end up being more of a player.
Who's a player that you can think of right now that's in the public eye?
Kalani?
So he has held it in good. Or he has a good digestive system.
Well, maybe that's why he has such a good six-pack.
Oh. He's always
holding them in.
Is Kalani in the field? Is he playing the field still?
I think so.
Dude.
Kalani's he's raked in over the years.
So players
he hasn't aged.
I know. So players have a good gut health.
Well, I'm wondering if someone with a man with a really good gut health, they lean more to playerism
because they don't have to hold it in.
Because they're fart free.
They're fart free.
But if guys like us,
we
fart so much, we can't pull it off. We just end up I'm just gonna be with this girl because
I can't.
I gotta let these out.
That's true.
I mean, it's a serious conversation to be had. I would like to be a girl for a week with a butt, and just to feel that power.
The power of the butt. It's a real thing.
You tell me, is there anything more powerful in this universe to mankind than a female butt?
In some yoga pants. We're not being crass or crude. It's true. It's true, Mom.
We're not being crass.
Is that word crass?
I didn't know what.
Mom, if you're watching,
You
it's
threw
just
me a little curveball.
it's just true, Mom. You're right. It's just some reason.
Well,
Why did
when we did the Lana video, we posted on Instagram. Well, like,
we're hardwired for that, dude?
maybe Yancey's right.
It's not our fault.
Well, think about it.
Think about it.
I would love to look up Alana's like rankings, surf career.
Oh, okay.
Look up her rankings.
I thought you say look up something else.
Look up her rankings, and then look up her the money she made.
Oh.
And like, okay, how much of this money came from the ranking and not from the butt?
Like if she would have had a Bethany Hamilton moment and had her butt cut off.
Yeah, what if a shark bit her butt off? Instead of Bethany's arm, it bit on his butt.
Would she still be with us?
Would she have a career?
Well, she wrote back to you. She said, "Get your butt out." So she's trying to help you.
I didn't see it.
Alana wrote on yours and said, "Well, get your butt out, Sterlz." She's trying to help you, bro.
I don't think male butts do the same.
No. Yeah, you're right, and it's not our fault. We just need to learn to contain it.
Well, I thought I was sticking up for women. I am sticking up for women.
What, from the Alana video?
Yes, I was sticking up for women, and then it boomerang.
How were you sticking up for women?
I was like,
Get it out there?
I was like, isn't it sad that a woman's career depends on her butt? And what I'm meaning by that, it should depend on her skill and her self-worth.
Yeah, and her, yeah. I get it.
That's what I'm saying. Like, I think it's messed up.
Yeah,
that
you're mad.
A girl's career depends on her derriere.
Yep.
It's messed up. I feel like men have lowered women's standards.
Right.
It's like it's like a butt is like a soft top.
Yeah.
No, but seriously, like, it's almost like because men were such skanks.
Yeah, we're gnarly.
They realize, like, oh, I'm going to give them what they want. I'm going to surf in this G-banger and get the money I deserve.
A budgie smuggler.
But it's like OnlyFans. Like, OnlyFans is, like, no girl wants to do OnlyFans.
Are you kidding me? They want to be chilling.
They want to be cooking.
They want to be... No, yeah, you're right.
No, I don't... Like, I'm not...
The butt is so powerful that it can make you click a video if the guy put a bikini thing in the thumbnail.
That's what I'm saying. Like, what is more powerful than a girl butt? Is there... Name something in this universe.
A nuclear submarine. That's the only thing I can think of.
I feel like... Sorry. Just ate Thai food. I'm looking out for women, but
Yeah.
I'm taking the sword for women.
You're laying on the sword for
I'm
them.
laying on the sword because it does come down to men, because men build everything.
Yep.
So, like, okay, men build everything. So women need stuff. They need planes to get to where they're going.
Yeah.
And we've basically said, hey, we want butts.
Give them to us.
If you want us to keep building all this stuff, give us butts. We need butts. We're not like, hey, we want to see women get more skilled at basketball and we will support it more.
Right.
If women in basketball started wearing thongs, it would take off. Tell me I'm wrong.
I agree.
It would take off.
I wouldn't watch it.
Bree, I wouldn't watch it.
I wouldn't watch it, Mom.
But also, too, like, was Alana slapping that thong on, like, the end of it for women?
You know, you probably would hear two sides of the story with females. Females would be like, get it, girl power. And then you hear, like, other women, they're like, have some self-respect for yourself, woman.
Well, is it about surfing or is it about being hot?
Maybe a little bit of both.
Well, I feel like I see some young girls.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like they're peer pressured into wearing thongs. And do they want to wear them?
So, man, you are just such a martyr for this culture we're in. You're such a good man.
Well, I try to step away from my own animalistic. Of course, I want to see butts and thongs, but I start thinking about like, would Alana had a better career if she didn't lean on her butt?
Well, I do think all the glute exercise has probably helped with roundhouses. Like, I'm sure it's kept her roundhouses good.
I don't know. Like, say if a man had some kind of weird power where like
Our calves.
yeah. Oh, he's showing his calves.
And girls get fired up on calves.
So then all of a sudden, a guy at the bottom of the tour is making buku money for showing those hot calves.
Right.
And then he's like, actually, I'm not going to really try anymore because now I'm just getting paid for these sick-ass calves.
Yeah. So what you're saying is there's some sort of like unfairness. And then it creates a culture where young girls are like, well, now I need to show off my butt to be Alana.
Yeah, like some of these girls on tour, like, do they really want to be in thongs, like surfing in front of hundreds of men?
But they're like, it's part of the game.
Staring at their bottom.
Right. Dang, dude, you're so good.
Like, even though I want, like, I'm in.
Right.
If girls want to wear thongs, I'm the first to support that too. Yeah. But I feel like there a lot of our depression in this day and era is we go down a notch to meet people's pleasures rather than, to find self-worth. I think it would take, a girl being like, I want to be the best I can be.
Right.
These girls on tour surfing. Yeah. It's like, I want to become the best surfer. And that's where a self-worth should come from.
Yeah.
Not your butt.
Yeah, you're right.
But then it's tricky because, these girls, they want to date guys. Yeah. And they want to feel sexy.
Right.
And there's nothing wrong with that.
There's nothing wrong with that.
Because that's the dating world.
Yeah.
I mean, that's the animal world. That's the animal kingdom.
Yeah.
Birds, they're dancing and showing their feathers.
I know, and then, yeah, you're right.
So it's like, oh, that bird is really going to show his feathers like that? But I think it only feels good for a woman to be sexy is if she's trying to find her mate.
Right.
Not
real fulfillment.
Yeah, real fulfillment. To find the right mate where they can have a deep connection the rest of their life and raise other great children's.
Yeah.
But now it's like they're being sexy for money. And that's, isn't that just the same as like prostitution?
Dude.
It's a low-key prostitution that's sunk into our society.
Well, and it also is a huge endorphin hit for them as well. Like, post a pic, get a 10,000 likes.
It's an easy pick-me-up.
Yeah.
Instead of like a girl like, I'm going to surf like 70 hours this week and really put in the work and study. And I don't know. These are real questions. And everyone's yelling at me.
And modesty is the best policy. I was raised. And that body should only be seen by your husband.
Well, I'm not going to go that far.
Well, like my wife, she was always like, man, I don't want like my daughter to feel the pressure to wear some gnarly bikini at the beach. So my wife started wearing like onesies, like cool Sia onesies and like vibey. And so she was trying to like help the younger generation.
Well, have you been to Brazil?
On the internet.
If you go to Brazil,
yeah.
Everyone's in a thong, male or female.
Male or female.
So, but there's a different energy to it. It's not sexual.
Then what is it?
It's beautiful. Going to the beach and showing your body is a beautiful thing.
So it's not as like skanky.
No one's making money. You're going to the beach because it's a freaking vibe. And being a beautiful woman is a great thing.
Right.
So they're going to the beach and everyone is doing it. And it's a different energy. It's like
different culture.
it's a different
It's coming from a different place.
Yeah, it's not coming from this like. I think America's become so sexualized because we actually don't like show enough.
Gosh. All right. I get what you're saying.
We should be naked.
Yeah. I don't know about that.
If you go to any beach
In Europe.
across the world,
Yeah.
topless, there's no such thing as everything's topless. Boobs are everywhere. If you go to Africa, people are walking around naked.
Sterling for president.
And they're not like, ma'am, save that for your husband.
Yeah.
I think that what you're talking about, for me personally, I think that's too far on the other side of the spectrum.
All right. Okay.
I'm not yelling at you. I just think don't do things for money.
I get where you're going. Yeah.
If you're wearing a thong, do it because you're a core lord babe.
Right.
Like,
well, I saw that Ivy Miller girl the other day, and it's just butt shots.
You can say her name. Say it.
Is that her name, Ivy Miller?
Say it again.
I saw Ivy Miller on Instagram, and my wife almost caught me, but it was just on. I was on the Pinch My Salt Instagram, and she's just like,
You can tell Ivy shows the butt for the money.
for the likes.
She knows the rules.
Sorry, I said it, Ivy. Yep.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
Right.
would Ivy be doing that? Probably not. It doesn't seem like that's what she wants to do.
No.
But she's like, my butt looks good though.
In this lighting, it's kicking butt. Well, Sterling for president. He wants everyone topless.
You know what I'm saying?
I think your real intentions are coming through.
Really?
Yeah, you don't just sound like a guy that wants everyone to be naked.
I don't think women should have to show their bodies for money.
Right.
Especially in the surf world.
Yeah.
Especially in sports.
Yeah, dude.
I don't like that. Like,
yeah, it feels wrong, and it feels like it's
well, you're
robbing.
surfing frontside, and we're all. I mean, there's thousands of people watching this webcast.
I know.
And you're doing these gnarly bottom turns,
Dude.
and we're not watching your surfing. I don't know if
Some
y'all
of it.
realized it yet, but we are watching your buttocks and.
Well, didn't I heard
Seahorse.
someone in the comments said something. That's why they stopped using a certain angles on women
Really?
with bottom turns and stuff. They started shooting more down this way.
Well, other sports.
Yeah. Beach volleyball.
I mean, basketball players.
Let's watch some old Gabby stuff.
I mean, one side of me's for it.
Yeah.
Like if
I know which
if Gabby
side.
was in here
Yeah.
and she's like, no, it's actually badass because it's being a woman and like showing your
That's-
taint is a
yep.
part of
That's
being a powerful woman.
Right.
I'm like, all right. Well, it's like, well, then all girls have to wear thongs
Yeah.
to normalize it.
Like a thong curler.
That's what I'm saying. Like, if all the Olympic sports are in thongs,
Yeah.
it's like I think they all need to be thongs
I don't know.
or no thongs. All winter sports need to be in thongs.
Yeah, like an archer. That's good.
I would
good
make
for-
it sicker.
Oh, yeah.
I would watch archery.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I get a lot of feminists messaging me.
Oh, really? Mad or happy?
Man.
So when you posted the Lana video, did you get messages?
Well, I sent it to one of my feminist friends.
Yeah.
And I sent it like, look how
Like,
rad
dude.
I am.
Oh, and it backfired.
And then she's yelling at me.
What'd she say? F you,
Well,
Sterling.
then I don't know.
Hmm.
I feel like I was watching some old history on women.
What does that mean? You Googled old history?
Well, I was watching the History Channel, and they were talking about like women used to have it gnarly.
They had to wear you could get fined for not wearing something lower than your knee at the beach. Literally ticketed.
Well, even before that, I'm talking like I'm talking like
We would
Like-
stone them.
I'm talking about like year one.
Oh,
Women were raped.
yeah. And that was that's it.
It was a normal thing.
Deal with it.
Tribes would just go to each other's tribes and just rape.
Okay.
Because what are they going to do? because it was who's the strongest.
Right.
Now we live in a society. I mean, I feel like women are thriving.
Yeah, I guess. I don't know.
I don't know why women are yelling at us anymore, because I feel like they're on top.
I mean, one almost became the president.
Yeah, I think they're here. I don't know if they have to yell anymore. Because now this society is so good for women.
Yeah.
Because men, they have to build everything. And women, it was a different mindset. Like it was all, we have to keep this thing going.
Right.
Because we have to care about our next generation.
So you're saying women need to just shut up and be fine with where you're at.
And it comes back to butts.
What?
We build stuff for butts.
I know. This desk wouldn't be here.
Like, anything a man did or does, he was trying to get laid.
I know. We know.
And the girl trying to get laid is just trying to get the stuff.
Trying to get a house built.
And that's the circle of life.
Yep.
We need each other.
Yeah.
Women's not better than man.
Yeah.
Man's not better than women.
We're just different.
Men need women because we come from women. And we can't keep going without women because we come from them.
Yeah.
But women can't keep coming if we don't keep protecting and building.
Yeah.
Because we're bigger.
We're bigger.
So what do we do?
We're the ones that have to climb down in the sewers and clean it. Build.
Anything no one wants to do, a man is doing right now.
It's true.
And a woman is like sitting in bed, like eating Cheetos.
It's not true, ladies.
What?
Well, I mean, I agree, but
I just feel like women have got it good. And like we can stop yelling, we can stop arguing.
right.
Like
We're not
y'all
gonna watch
made it.
And we're not going to watch the WNBA. Sorry.
Well, here's a bit. We need to bring this topic up with Yancy.
Yeah.
Women get equal pay in surfing. Did you know that?
No.
They get paid the same as guys. And it was men got tricked.
Uh-oh. Wait, okay, stop. Women get paid. So, like, the top Kelly gets paid the same? Whoever,
Yes.
Chrissy Simmers?
Yes.
Like, the exact same paycheck amount?
The exact same paycheck.
Well, okay.
And when that first came out, it made me mad.
Yeah, I mean, if they're not bringing in as much money in ads and stuff, why should they be?
Well, that's what my case was.
Yeah.
It's like the NBA just splitting all their money with the WNBA, but the WNBA is losing money.
Right, I know. I looked into it.
So people don't want to watch that.
Yeah.
And in the surf world, basically whoever runs WSL, they're forced the men to split their money with the women.
Dude, that's gnarly.
And the guys are like, all right, I guess we'll do it.
Yeah.
And I guess it was during the Me Too movement too,
Yeah,
so it was kind of
scary.
like kind of gnarly.
All the guys are like, all right, yeah.
But it's not fair.
Not if, yeah.
It's not fair
Yeah.
that these guys have to split the money with the girls.
Dang.
Because like it just depends, like they should run women's events separate and see how much money's coming in.
Right.
And if it's more,
Yeah.
women might be like, well, maybe we need to stop splitting it with men.
Yeah.
Because that's what, if it was reverse, women would be the first, like,
Amen.
we're not giving you monies.
Yeah, we're earning all this.
It's like with OnlyFans, 99% is women. And it's like if guys started doing it, they're like, hey, we should get half. And the girls are like, no, this is what I'm bringing in. And it's like, no, we want equal rights.
Right.
That's the same thing in sports.
Yeah, you're right. If all of a sudden women were making way more money and the men were getting all this, they'd be like, hey, we're switching it back, dude.
I know.
Yeah.
They'd be the first to kick us out.
I don't know. That's a show. Let's just leave it.
That's a show.
That's a show. All right. Hey, guys. Thanks for watching. You guys are the best. We love you, pinchers. Don't buy a soft top. Get a helmet.
How's it? Thank you for watching Pinch My Salt, the hit podcast of the world's #1 surfer, Sterling Spencer. You know the rules. subscribe, and tickle that like button. Pinch my salt.